friends. And today we are doing readings for understanding when you will find true love. And I think that I'm excited. I drew a couple of my favorite decks. The Love Oracle will be helping us. And also, if you would like a deeper reading, I'm using the Romance Angels for anyone who wants to add a super chat. A couple of announcements. November is starting, and I'm so excited that my Love Club is a month old and we are thriving. There is a special level that's called the Cocoon Dwellers, and the Cocoon Dwellers actually receive 4 private live opportunities per month. We do full moon readings, new moon readings. There's a workshop for manifesting, and there's also a live Q&A. And so if you want to come on board and work with me privately, that is the best way to do so. And my dear Bina will be here shortly, and she will be always giving you the details on how you can join me as a cocoon dweller. Okay, so hey everybody, welcome. Oh, Kane, I've been wondering about you. I haven't seen you for a couple of live streams, and I am so grateful to have you back. Bina, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Eric. Welcome. Oh gosh, you guys, I just love these return visitors. If this is your very first time here, my name is Catherine, and this is Fish Out of Water Tarot, where we really are wanting to connect people deeply with love and with humanity, with patience, right? Because if you're waiting for a soulmate or you're waiting for true love, you may have noticed that relationships are not easy. So I'm seeing all these wonderful cities that you guys would love to visit. And oh, Jahan, that's a heavenly city. I love it. But anyway, let me just get myself in the right frame of mind here. So grateful for your oopsie, for your presence here today. And let's get started. So I've already shuffled the decks and prepared them. This is the Love Oracle deck. Our question today that we're asking of the cards and our higher selves, our angels, our guides, is when will we attract true love? Okay, so let's go down here and see from the beginning. Irene, welcome. Kane, number 1, top off of the list here of the queue. I will try to get to as many people as possible. A super chat does prioritize you a bit and make sure that I cover your reading as quickly as possible. So Kane, let's take a peek here. When it comes to when true love will be visiting your life, let's see what the card is. Okay. Okay, I feel, Kane, that you are in process. I know in the various readings that you've come to, you have frequently let us know and let me know that you're in the process of kind of figuring things out, trying to find where you fit in the world generally. And I'm not quite sure of your true love desires. I do have something that I call the love attraction profile, and it's a quiz. It's free of charge, and it gives you a little report on how you might be sabotaging yourself for love. So Bina is going to put the link for that into our stream. So Kane, for sure, I would invite you to take it, especially if any of you are confused about love or you're not sure why it's not working out. The love attraction profile will be very practical for you. Okay. So what I'm seeing here for you, Kane, is that you are still growing in your ability to express yourself clearly when it is, especially when you are meeting someone that you might be attracted to. Okay, so sometimes your voice can get like shut off in your throat, and so you're not sure how to speak to the person. So the message here for you is that as you are growing forward and toward your newest love interest, you're going to get a lot of wisdom watching what people do instead of listening to what they say. So the answer for you is when you're feeling a bit of shyness or you're feeling like it's hard to speak up, it's kind of a sign from the universe for you to watch what are they doing? How are they acting? Because actions do speak louder than words. And if you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if they like me, evaluate how they're acting toward you. Now, to practice this skill, when you're in the world, when you're with your family, when you're out dealing with people, and they say something to you, ask yourself this question: what are they not saying? Okay, what are they not saying? Because normally there's a double agenda and people are covering up something, not out of ill will, but just because of their own insecurities. So, what I would say is that your when is wrapped up in your self confidence. And as you get more comfortable evaluating, analyzing people's behavior, and you're able to speak your truth in love, you're going to close the gap between where you are now and your next love. Okay. And so moving on, we have Irene, Bruges. I'm not sure even, I see, now I'm going to show off my weakness in geography to not know where some of these cities are, but it helps me to understand the future that you're feeling. Like you would like to visit this city, you would like to be connected to your true love. These are two different avenues, but they give me a sense of how your imagination is helping you create your reality right now. So let's see. This is I'll grab Irene. What is it? When will you be meeting your true love? Okay, so the message for you, Irene, is that right now you are wearing a mask when it comes to facing the disappointments of the past. Many times in our intellect, in our mind, we can feel like, oh, I'm beyond that. I'm over my ex. The ex doesn't bother me anymore. But the truth is that you need to give yourself a bit of a test. When you look in the mirror and you look at your own eyes and you say, I am 100% over my ex, see what happens. Ask a second question. What was it like on the day we broke up? And if a flood of feelings, memories come up that cause you to choke in your throat, you feel like you want to cry, that's a sign that the energy of that past relationship is not dissolved completely yet. It's so important when you're looking for love to allow yourself to have the hurt feelings that you had in your last relationship. If you feel them, you can heal them. Okay. I teach tapping. In fact, today at noon, I do a tapping session. Y'all are invited. It's just $10 to attend. And you can email me to find out about my tapping classes every Saturday at noon my time, because tapping is an excellent way to take off the mask that you are wearing. The mask says, I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't care about that ex anymore. But the truth is, until you dissolve the hurt feelings that are left over from your ex, you're going to stretch the time between now and when you meet your true love. So, Irene, I love that you're a member of my love club, and I do manifesting workshops and I do new moon, full moon rituals to help us get the love we want. So please do participate as best as you can in the work of releasing your energy from the pain of your past love. I think this is true for a lot of people that are drawn to my work. I have a lot of people that really want to have someone that loves them, respects them, and will not abandon them. And so if you're one of those folks, welcome. I really want to be able to help you. Eric, welcome, my friend. Missy, Cape Town. And oh gosh, this is wonderful, you guys. I'm so glad to see all these fabulous locations. London for Eric. Eric, when will you be meeting a true love? Let's take a look. Oh, by the way, if you would like a deeper reading, all you need to do is hit the super chat and I will draw for you some romance angels to deepen this reading. Okay, let's move forward. And Eric. Okay, Eric, I kind of have to giggle when I see this card. I, as you have been following me, I definitely am noticing what I would call a softness. Even though I can't see you, I don't know what you look like, I don't know where you live, but I feel from the very first time you came to a live stream to now, I really notice a difference from you. But I do know that there is the tendency to close ourselves off when things don't work out. Okay, when things do not work out, it causes people to become almost like a hermit energetically or maybe even physically, where there's a desire to hold yourself separate from being hurt again. I'm glancing over here at this angel that's sitting on my table, and I just want to bring her because I feel like in the time when we separate ourselves from the possibility of love again because of disappointments, that there's a time when our angels want for us to comfort ourselves for sure, to kind of turn our back away from different connections so that you can heal. But on the same hand, there becomes a time when you do need to open up again. So keeping the door open, not being so focused on the things that are not working. This is when we talk about gratitude and we talk about developing a practice of looking for what is working in your life. Because even though you might be not as well situated as you'd like to be, you may feel like you need more money or you need more friends or you need a different home, and all you focus on is what's not working. The thing is that there's not many humans who would find that attractive because we are attracted to the people that irradiate a sense of self-assurance, self-reliance, and hope. You know, yes, life has been difficult in the past, but it's not difficult in every area of your life. So your wisdom today, Eric, is to don't be focused on what's not working. You need to turn your focus to gratitude, and that will shorten the time. Right now, there's a gap, isn't there? There's a lack in your life, a gap and a lack. And as you focus on gratitude and really look at what you're loving about your life, you bring that when into focus for yourself, okay? Thank you. And thank you, Eric, because I think you're not alone. I think there's a lot of people that struggle because they've closed off their own heart to love because of being hurt. I will invite you who are new here. I do have a love attraction profile, and Bina will be putting the link to that into the stream. It's just a little quiz, it's really quick, and it will give you a better idea of why love is running away from you instead of walking into your life. Missy, Cape Town, beautiful, beautiful city. Let's take a peek. When is true love coming for you? Now, some people, when they come to my readings, they want me to give them the date and the year. Your new love is coming to you in January of 2025. Wouldn't that be nice if I could do that? But the truth is, your true love could come tomorrow. It's a matter of something in your energy that right now is rejecting love as badly as you want it. A part of you is sending it away. And that's what this reading is all about. What work do you need to do? What ideas do you need to have in your mind that will bring love to you more quickly? Roxy, welcome, Roxy. I see that you have asked for super chat. Thank you very much. I will be using the romance cards to enhance your reading, and I will be doing Roxy next, and then will be Jahan. And hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So, Missy. Okay, Missy, this is a really good news for you because you are at this reading. I have the feeling that you have been, really, you are confused, and that the very idea of opening your heart to love again is painful. That there's something that has happened in the past. You might even have someone from the past, like an ex, who's wanting to contact you right now, Missy, and you may be frightened because there's something that happened in the past that you don't know what to do. So my general feeling, Missy, and I just have lived this way, is that an ex is an ex for a reason. And that if somebody is returning to your life right now and it's causing you to be confused because you did love them at one point, and in fact, you have wondered, is this really over? If when the person comes back, you have a feeling of anxiety, I like see how this heart has that electricity around it, that it could be that you cringe inside, that when the person comes back to your life, it causes more discomfort than pleasure. It's a sign that something needs to be healed. If this person comes back, they need to behave differently than when your relationship was ongoing. So at this point, when you're looking for true love, it seems to me that you're needing to do a little bit of work, some housekeeping, to dissolve the things that troubled you in your past relationships. There's something in your energy here that suggests that you're not ready for true love. And I'm glad that you're here, Missy, because this is an opportunity for you to address that. All right? So, not to be worried or upset, because this access that you want to open yourself for love, you're really not ready. And I hope you feel relieved about that, because what's happening for you is, hang on just for a second. Oh gosh, where's my pen? What's happening is very, very good news. Okay. As you walk forward from this point, when you think to yourself, when is love coming? Answer the question. Love is coming when my heart is healed. Love is coming when my heart is healed. Okay? Excellent. Rhoda, welcome, my dear friend Rhoda. I'm so glad you're here. I will be drawing your clarity cards for you. We'll get to you shortly. I appreciate you, Rhoda. So, Roxy, when it comes to true love, when will your true love appear? Okay, we pull your card first out of our love oracle, and it says, love this, reaching your goal. Reaching your goal. Okay, let me draw a couple of romance angels for you. Okay. Okay. And Roxy is a member of the Love Club. I adore that. Roxy, you're actually the very first member of my Love Club, and you hold a special place in my heart. We will be tapping together, and so I hope I'll see you on the tapping call at noon my time. And so we have let your friends help you. Can you see that okay? Okay, let me just bump this forward. You guys may remember, or you may have been here when I started one of my cards on fire a couple of readings ago. I kind of scared myself. Okay. But nothing bad happened. I put out the fire. It was fine. And it was actually the Three of Swords, which is a painful card. It was very, very interesting. So, Roxy. Okay, let's see here. Beautiful. So we have ask for and accept the support of others, let your friends help you, and separation. Okay, so when I look at this, Roxy, I know for a fact that you are desiring to advance your career in a big way and also to meet your soulmate, because we've worked together personally and I understand your journey. And I can feel the energy of what you're doing. I feel like your soulmate is in the vortex. You know, you've heard of how Abraham Hicks talks about the vortex, and the vortex is a place of well being, it's a place of dream come true, it's a place of satisfaction and relief. So at this point, there is someone that in energy is very real. Sometimes I like to teach people, you know what? Your soulmate is already born, right? For sure. Your soulmate is already walking around the planet. It would be highly unlikely that somebody would be born today that would be your love connection. So as I look at what the energy is around this, I'm loving what I'm seeing because your career goals are extremely important for you in supporting this new relationship with your ideal match. And that you're, as this connection that now exists in energy, because when you ask the universe for something, the universe begins to bring it to you. Just because you can't feel or see the physical representation of your soulmate, that doesn't mean they don't exist. So, this soulmate that is your divine counterpart, somebody that you know will not abandon the commitment, that the commitment to you and building your life together is solid. You don't need to know who this person is physically or in their human form right now. Forming friendships is deeply important because it's very likely that one of your friends will become a soulmate connection. Being a best friend to someone is really key to holding a true love relationship together. And the fact that you are separated from your true love right now, because you are not able to be with them in the physical, sometimes the manifesting teachers call it the 3D reality, you are setting up a pattern to remove separation between you and your soulmate. I remember hearing Abraham talk one time to someone who had been seeking their soulmate for a long time. And then Abraham said, your soulmate is in the vortex. Where are you? Right? So, walking in the trust that you will know for sure when you meet that person and believing you don't need to know where they are right now. It doesn't matter because as you prepare your heart, you prepare your career, you begin to manifest the type of life you want to be living with your person. Abraham calls it pre-paving, where you actually envision in your mind and you do some scripting and you do manifesting techniques to actually write it out. What will be your ideal situation when you're walking down the aisle with your person? Okay, so keep stretching toward your life goals, your career goals, with the assurance that as you develop confidence in your outer world, the when you two will come together will close. You'll close the gap. Okay? Excellent reading. I'm glad you're going to be tapping with us. Those of you who are not familiar with tapping, it's a great way to reduce the stress of past relationships so you can simply prepare your heart for love. Also, be sure to take the love attraction profile. It's absolutely free of charge and it gives you a report on why love has been staying away. Why is it that you want it so badly and you can't get a hold of it? I would love to be able to answer that question for you, and you will find it in the love attraction profile. Okay, Jahan, your favorite city, or a city you would like to visit? Heaven. Very creative answer, my dear Jahan. Let's see, when will you be finding your true love? Let's take a peek. Okay, Jahan, this is a very sweet card for you. I have a sense that you feel shy about letting people know what you're really thinking. That it feels, and I think partially it could be because of your culture, that there's just honor in holding your feelings close to your heart. That there's something within how you look at people that you feel like they wouldn't understand me. I cannot speak my truth. It's hard for me to allow anyone to see how I'm truly feeling. But the truth is, this can definitely hold you back from love. It is a risk. It's a risk to express yourself. What I believe the universe is calling you to is to practice expressing your love and affection for other people besides a soulmate. It could be someone in your family, it could be a friend or someone that you work with. One of the ways to get over this is tell people how much you appreciate them. Saying, I appreciate you so much, is a way to connect to people's hearts. Sometimes it's hard to say, I love you. I understand that. But when you tell people you appreciate them, you open your heart, you're being honest, and you're softening your resistance. I feel, Jahan, that when you're asking yourself, when will I meet my true love? It will be happening as you develop the confidence to speak your truth in love. Okay? Hold on. I feel like you're almost getting pressure, like inside of yourself. There's like it feels like something wants to pop. It feels like something wants to open. So I think that in November, I'm sensing that there is energy of someone new coming in to your life. And your heart may get excited about it, and it may cause you to become shy. So practice this technique, okay? The I appreciate technique. Because when you meet new people, you don't need to know them for long to say, I really appreciate you. I appreciate how kind you are. I watched you with that person over there, and you were so sweet to them. You know what? I appreciate that. That's a way that people can start to read you as available to love just because they enjoy that energy. Okay, my friend? So glad you're here today. Okay, if you're new here today, I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and we are all about helping people feel more connected. And today we're looking at when is it that you can expect to meet your true love. And so I have, hi, Serenity. Welcome, another member of my love club. I love you, girl. And I'm going to do Serenity and then Roda with your super chat. You will be next, okay? So, Serenity, I always love your name, Serenity. It's a good reminder to pursue serenity in our lives. Okay, let's see. When will you be? Oh gosh, okay, Serenity. When will you be attracting true love? One of the things that I've been talking about this morning, and you may have already heard, is the idea I do use Abraham Hicks and Serenity. There are a lot of Abraham Hicks videos in Hindi. And so just use the YouTube search or Magnificent Success Bina. You could help Serenity get connected because Abraham Hicks teaches us that when we are at peace and loving expectation, we're not upset that we're waiting for love. It's so ironic. I know. It would be nice if the love would come first and then you could feel good. But the reality is resting in the faith that the more you practice being a loving being and trusting the divine to introduce you to the right person, the more attractive you are, the more available you are for love. So, this idea of being optimistic shows me that sometimes in your self talk, Serenity, and how you talk to yourself, There is a negativity there. Oh, I will never find love. Oh, other people find their spouse. When will I find my spouse? When will I find my spouse? Those are all communicating that part of you doesn't believe that the universe is strong enough or willing enough to bring you what you're looking for. All right. So, what I would love for you to do is to acknowledge where things are working out in your life. You could get out a piece of paper and write down all of the things that are missing, with your soulmate being at the top of the list. But then on the other side of the paper, write down all of the blessings that you have right now. And an affirmation that you can use is, even though I don't know how, I'm walking with my soulmate now. Even though I don't know how, I'm walking with my soulmate now. I can't tell you why that little phrase works, but it does. It works to allow the universe to start knitting together the path to your true love. I feel like, Serenity, it's not that far away, because you have been working at releasing yourself from the pain of the past, and you're definitely open for new love. You may use the same idea that I was talking to in the last reading about appreciating people, and using that word, I appreciate you, and use it in Hindi. Find the phrase appreciate and begin to use it to complement the people around you. It starts a beautiful spin of energy that will help you be more optimistic. I do feel that there is a very good chance that you'll be meeting someone interesting before the end of this year. However, your ability to trust the process, and when you find yourself in a negative mindset, make a point of shifting. You can always do that with appreciating something in your energy. Okay? All right, Rhoda, welcome and thank you for your super chat. Let's draw you a card. When will your true love be entering your life? And those of you who are new to me, I'm Catherine. It's Fish Out of Water Tarot. And I know some people came to this reading hopefully to get a date that you will be meeting your soulmate on May 23rd, 2025. And I'm not that kind of a psychic. I'm a psychic that is able to help you understand your energy and how likely it is that you're magnetic enough to pull in that soulmate. So, Rhoda, we have unconditional love here. Okay, so what I see, Rhoda, is that I understand that there is something in you that desires, can I use the word happily ever after? Where you're so desiring to find someone who is really worthy of your love. You've had experiences in the past where people have disappointed you badly, and you've had people who have taken advantage of you, my dear Rhoda. Up at the top of my page here, I had 1111, and that's a really wonderful spiritual number. So please do Google the spiritual meaning of 1111, and I believe there's an extra message for you there. Let me draw a couple of cards from our romance angels, and we have calling in your soulmate. Yep, that's just the energy. I'm so feeling that you're sick and tired of some of the connections in your past that have deeply disappointed you. You're getting ready to surrender what has troubled you in the past. When I look at this angel standing from behind, I do feel the presence of Archangel Michael, and I believe you cannot see his hands. You can just see his wings. And I believe that Archangel Michael is lifting your arms, Rhoda, and helping you to do the work of surrender. Okay, I know that you're somebody who understands the power of surrender. And I believe Archangel Michael is right here with you. Let's look at your other card, and we have make the effort. Gosh, Rhoda, I know that you've tried tapping. I hope that you will do it more. We have our tapping workshop at noon today. It's $9.99. If you'd like to attend, all you have to do is email me. You have my email address, so you can email me, because you are in a process, aren't you? What we know for sure, when Abraham Hicks teaches about manifesting, they teach that, when it comes to what you do deeply want, the easiest way to find out what you do want is to experience what you don't want. Okay, so many of us who've had our heart broken by love have had to learn this lesson the hard way, because we've been lied, cheated upon, we've had people be unloyal, we've had people who have leaned on us too much, so we're getting crushed under the weight of someone. That's not true love. Unconditional love is what you're wanting, and the only way you could ever know that is because you've gone through the disappointments. Isn't that so, Rhoda? So, right now, because of your past, because you've endured difficult times in your connections, that is what draws you to the knowledge of what it is you want. And what you're knowing is that without spiritual guidance, without a spiritual connection for yourself, it's just not possible to sustain love. So your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations as you step into this business of attracting true love on purpose, it's worth the effort for sure. So, Rhoda, there's a book, I don't know if I mentioned it to you the other day. It's called The Soulmate Secret. It's by a lovely woman named Ariel Ford, and she wrote a book that's like a cookbook. It's got, I think, 9 or 10 chapters, and each chapter gives you tasks to do so that you can work this out in a logical way. It's an excellent place that you're in. You're right at that crux between releasing the heartbreak of the past and believing that there's unconditional love for you. Everything that you've learned in the last 18 months is coming together for you. And I do believe, I think 2025 is going to be an exceptional year for you, not only in love, but also in personal confidence. I definitely recommend that you do grab that book. It's an old book. You could probably find it used on Amazon, The Soulmate Secret. And then as you work it out, now that Ariel found her soulmate, she was in, I believe, in her 40s when she met this man, a lovely man. They're still married gazillion years later, and they have a magical connection. And so she took her path and wrote a manual. Okay, this is very, very good news. And having already spoken to you, I have sensed your energy, and I do believe that this is a very important moment. When will you meet your true love? You will meet your true love at the exact right moment. As you prepare your heart and create the picture ahead of time, which is what Ariel helps you do. She helps you create in your experience the path that you will feel on your way to your soulmate. Okay, my friend? It would, like I said, I would be shocked if you didn't meet somebody in early 2025, because you are prepping your heart so beautifully. Okay? Thank you so much, Rhoda. Thank you for your support. So glad that you're here today. If you would like to attend the tapping session at 12 o'clock Central today, just let me know, okay? You have my email. And anybody else, you're wondering about this tapping business, what am I talking about? Tapping is a stress relieving tool. It's super easy to do. The results are magnificent. I've been doing tapping for 20 years, but you don't need to work with me. You can do a YouTube search for tapping and soulmate, and several wonderful creators will pop right into your search window. Okay, let's move forward. Thank you, Bina. Any of you guys who are wondering why it is that you're attracting the exact opposite of what it is you're wanting, take that this love attraction profile. Get your profile, glance at the report, and then let me know. Does it resonate? Because if you are manifesting the opposite of what you're wanting, there's a reason for that. Oh, Netty would love to visit Hollywood. I can just see that Hollywood sign in my imagination. It's a fun place to visit. I lived in San Diego for several years and took a train up to Los Angeles, and it let you off right at the Grauman's Chinese Theater there. It's so fun to walk and see the stars on the sidewalk and be able to just be part of the magical world of movies. So Nettie, when it comes to love, when can you expect? Nettie, Nettie, Nettie. You have been here several times, Nettie, and I'm so grateful that you come back and visit me. So, my very first recommendation is be sure to take that love profile, Nettie, because this is showing us that you have a tight fist on your heart, that you are holding yourself separate from love. Now, I don't mean to offend anybody because I also have had times in my life. Right now, I'm kind of going through it after my divorce, even though it was a few years ago. But I was fooled. Somebody came into my life who did not have it, the right connection for me. Nobody forced me to marry that person, but I didn't know them well enough, and it was not a lasting connection. It was heartbreaking. So I feel, Nettie, that there's things that have happened when it comes to love that have caused you to guard your heart. So put your hand on your heart right now, Nettie, and anyone else who's watching. If you've gone through heartbreak or disappointment, just put your hand on your chest and take a deep breath. And one more deep breath. And feel how your chest is moving. We need to lubricate that heart. We need to take our hands off of our heart and stop strangling our chances for love. Love hurts sometimes. In fact, there's several songs that talk about how love hurts. It does. There are times when love can hurt you worse than hate because you let someone into your life and they disappoint you or they remind you of something that happened in the past. You cannot control love. You can't control your heart. The fact that you think you can make love stay away. So, again, if you are very ready to attract love, I highly recommend that book, The Soulmate Secret. It's like a recipe, it'll tell you step by step, and it'll lead you through a path of looking at your life, looking at the past and what it is that disappointed you, and give you tools to start to lay that down. Of course, I do love to help people with soulmate searches. And as you take the love attraction profile, there's a way that you can reach out to me. And I always talk to people at no charge. I always talk to anyone who wants a soulmate because I understand the process and I can direct you to resources that will help. So take that quiz, do yourself a favor. You are in control of when you meet your soulmate, Nettie. I bet you think, Catherine, no, sir, you can't know. I don't have any control because I'm not meeting them yet. Exactly. Exactly. Now, if you love Abraham Hicks like I do, you can go to Abraham Hicks, search Abraham Hicks soulmate, and watch the videos that come up. Because what they teach is this. People say, well, Abraham, when I'm with my soulmate, won't I be deeply fulfilled? Won't I have all of my love needs taken care of? And why wouldn't I be exuberant about that? And Abraham says, of course you'll be happy for a minute, but a human is not designed to be your source. A human can never fulfill all your needs. Source is source. And as you connect with your source, you will draw someone to yourself who's equally committed to theirs. And when two humans know that their spiritual relationship or their responsibility for their own well being, that's a match that works. All right. So you definitely need to loosen your control because that will allow people to come closer to you. And Nettie, one of the most magical ways that people meet a special someone is when they're introduced. When people see you as ready for love and they feel you as ready for love, they may have a cousin, they may have a friend, and they think of you and they think, you know what, Nettie? My friend Theodore, pick a name out of the blue. My friend Theodore is really cool, and I think you might like him. But they're not going to feel that connection around you if you're tight and closed. Okay, so be sure to take the love profile because it'll help you, and then look into that book by Ariel, The Soulmate Secret, because it's a really good book for finding true love. Okay, I have to have a sip of tea. How are we doing time wise? Oh, great, we have lots of time. Finding the right person is so key, isn't it? Somebody that will love you, be devoted to you, and never leave you. Isn't that what we all are wishing for? When will it happen for you? Let's carry through here. Hi, universe. Universe, Kamyambatur. What a beautiful, beautiful name that is. It sounds like a fantastic location. So, universe, when it comes to when you will meet your true love, let's see what we have for you. Okay, so again, some people tuned in today because they think I'm going to tell them the date and the time that they're going to meet their soulmate. And the universe kind of has a trick always because so much of how you attract love has to do with the magnetism that you have for love. That there's something within us that radiates forward our readiness to be in love. That when we're confident in our own personality and we're confident that we can hold love together, something radiates out of you that the universe can work with. I've had stories where people met someone at the deli or they met someone on the street or at the gas station. They strike up a friendship, and before you know it, there's a deep connection there. There's just no explaining it. So, for you, my dear universe, we all have a light side of our personality and we have a dark side of our personality. There are things about yourself that you feel that there's some self criticism. Okay, there is somebody that you guys have to go look for. If you have a pen and a paper, write this down. Astrology guy. Okay, the astrology guy on YouTube is the best teacher I know for opening your eyes to what I call your shadow side, the part of your personality that's hard to get along with. When you very first meet someone, both are on your best behavior, and it's unlikely you will do something to hurt their feelings when you have a crush on them. The crush, see how that electricity around the heart? The crush is that vibrancy of new love, right? The chemistry. And the shadow side of the personalities are not visible during that time. When you get to know them for a while, like a month or two in, all of a sudden certain things become annoying. So that part of you that is annoyed is the part of your personality that's not easy. So astrology guy, when I went to his channel the first time, I watched his video called The Do's and Don'ts of Dating a Scorpio because I'm a Scorpio. And each sign, he has his playlist set up that each sign has its own playlist. Very convenient. Well, when he was telling the good part of dating a Scorpio, I was like, well, hell yes, that's me. I can feel it. Yep, yep, yep. Well, then he went to the dark side of a Scorpio. He said, you don't want to make a Scorpio mad, and this is why. And when I saw that, well, it was hard to hear it, but he's got such a sense of humor that I did not flip off the video. And as he explained the dark side of a Scorpio, I could recognize it. I can be the queen of snark. Trust me, I'm quick. And if I'm mad at somebody or I'm annoyed, yes, I do get mad and annoyed. I can snap their head off. I can, like a razor, cut them. And so he calls it out. And it helped me so much to soften my personality. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches if you want to change your reality, change your personality. Let me say that again. If you want to change your reality, change your personality. So, learning how to love the darker part of your personality, universe, is going to create more loving connections. Definitely go to the astrology guy and learn something from him. Look up your own sign and then listen to the do's and don'ts of dating a Sag or dating a Gemini. You're going to laugh and learn at the same time. I feel like you're in the waiting room for your true love, that there is a gap between you and true love because of this very issue. Do your best to work on this for the rest of this 2024. We have 2 months, wait, right? November, December, yeah. We have 2 months left. Take it seriously, universe. Follow the guidance because you can shorten the time it's going to take to find your true love by embracing your shadow side, okay? When we're looking at when will we meet our soulmate, what we're doing today is we're really getting some guidance on what it takes to prepare ourselves for true love, because it's the preparing that we have control over. We can't read the future or know when the when is, because that's in the hands of the divine. But we can control how prepared we get. Okay? All right. So let's see who is next. Roxy, I'm glad that you enjoyed your super chat. Thank you so much. I can see I'm a little bit behind. Thank you, Magnificent Success. Don't you love her name, Magnificent Success? Rhoda, so glad to see you here. And the New York City, that I've been to New York City and it was life-changing. It was absolutely so fun to go there. I took my daughter there for her 16th birthday, and it was it was quite hilarious, actually. David, oh, I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Lady Death, excellent to see you. You're welcome, Roxy. And Lady Death, oh, Rome. Rome, and Rome. I was able to visit Rome. Actually, we went to Europe and we flew into Rome, and I was so exhausted that we just jumped on a city tour and we ran around. We just looked at briefly, and it was a place I would love to go back and visit again. It's so filled with history. And so this strikes me, Lady Death, about history. There's something in that word that's here for you. So let's take a peek. When will you meet your true love? What do the cards have to say? Okay, so there is something happening in your energy, Lady Death. It does look like there's something going on right now that the universe is drawing somebody to your life even as we speak. You may have met someone that you're just got your attention and is pulling you, but it could be that this is coming. When I look at these, how electric, I love the little electric the sign of electricity around these two hearts. And I feel like this gap between you and this person is growing closer. You have been more conscious of what it is you're really wanting. I feel like throughout the last year, that you may have had some connections that didn't work out. And like I say, Abraham Hicks, I love so much what they teach about soulmates. So you might want to do a YouTube search on soulmates and Abraham Hicks. Just listen to a couple of videos and let that settle your heart, because we don't want to waste time, do we, Lady Death? We want to be able to understand the magnetism that we have when we meet someone. It's like that kismet, serendipity, where you meet them, there's a direct connection. So, is this true, lasting love? That we never know from the first part of a magnetic attraction. So, the advice is to move slowly. Excuse me, I have a little catch in my throat. The catch in my throat always suggests that it's hard for someone to speak their truth. Okay, so what this is showing me is that as you go forward here, you want to make sure that you speak. Do not hold back. Your past history may have had you withdrawing or being concerned that if you speak your truth, that something won't work out. It's so important right now that you practice speaking up when something doesn't vibe well with you. It's good to say, something's off about that. Could we talk about it? There's a guy on YouTube called Jimmy on relationships. I really enjoy his work. He takes the time to explain the difference between the people in a couple, and he's got great ideas for building communication. I feel like something is happening soon. Excuse me. And the success of the connection is going to depend on how well you're able to speak for what it is that you're truly desiring. Okay, Lady Death? Pretty exciting. If you're wanting information about how to open up and be more available when you're speaking, consider tapping. Tapping is something that I use to help me speak my truth, and I love it. I do tapping sessions every Saturday at noon Central Time, and to participate in the session is just $9.99. So you're welcome to come and join at any time. And Lady Death, we have been connected on email, but if I can support you, do let me know. Excuse me. Okay, let's move on here and see who is next. Hi, Gita. Gita, no, these there are paid readings available. You can certainly contact me, but the payment is just to tell me a city that you would like to visit, okay? Dubai. Okay. Thank you for joining and subscribing, Gita. Predict about my second marriage. Okay. So let's see the reading. When is true love going to enter your life? Hi, Matthew. Hi, Mariha. And would love to visit Delhi. Excuse me. My goodness, my throat is getting scratchy. Okay, so we have Gita. When is true love going to be visiting your life? Look at that. The true love card, Gita. This is very interesting. Wow. So it does look like what's happening right now. There is romance of a lifetime, true and lasting. Love is here for you. So it does seem, Gita, that there's someone in your life right now who absolutely has the potential to be a lasting love. Now again, I'm feeling all of this tightness in my throat. So Gita, so important that you do not hide from what it is you want to say. Gita, in the past, you may have compromised or given away your power because of wanting to stay with someone. I know I have been through that because I thought that my husband's needs were more important than mine. And I allowed myself to cut off my own friendships and my own desires to simply stay married. And it was very difficult. So I'm feeling with this pressure I have in my chest and my throat that you also may have a hard time speaking your truth. Now, you might be a bold personality and that you've hurt people's feelings accidentally, because you spoke up. But being quiet when something's not right is never good for us, never. So this connection, you may know who this person is right now, or certainly there is a magnetic attraction that's coming your way very soon, and the potential is there. Lean into your spiritual understanding. Do the work of learning to be calm. Use meditation. Use yoga. Use what you're guided to keep your center, okay? Because your center is so important in being able to balance out true love, okay? Everything is looking good for you, Gita. You have learned the lessons from your past, and it seems as if this is right around the corner for you, okay? And we have Nicole. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. How generous of you. I will be drawing your cards just shortly. I'm going to do Mariha next, who would love to visit Delhi. And then I will get right to you. 29-year relationship ended 2 years ago. I was married for 29 years before I needed to move on, so I can completely resonate with you. So I will do your reading shortly, Nicole. Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad you're here. Please do subscribe and become part of my tribe. Nicole, there is something called the Love Attraction profile, and Bina has been putting the link in there. I highly recommend you take that profile because it will give you some insight about what's going on in this 2 years since your person departed from your life, okay? And Mariha would love to visit Delhi. And Mariha, okay, so when it comes to true love, Mariha, what we're seeing here is that you're taking a breath. In your last relationship, Mariha, it looks as if, I think you've been blaming yourself and you've been questioning yourself. What did I do wrong? What did I mess up? What is happening? Why is this happening? I want to be better. I want to be connected. What did I do wrong? And so, Mariha, the universe is here to tell you you did nothing wrong. Yes, you may have made a mistake. You may have disappointed yourself and someone else, but it's important that you trust that process. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. Many relationships are just for a season. Have you heard that saying that says some friends are in your life for a season, some for a reason, and some are forever? So it's showing me that as you're wishing so much to find true love again, that's important to go back into your past and forgive yourself and the other people who have hurt you. There's many YouTube videos about the inner child, meditations for the inner child. I'm just feeling very connected to your desire to be loved in an innocent way, and I think that that will help you, okay? So as you walk forward, of course, tapping works. It's fantastic. You can do a YouTube search for tapping for your soulmate, and you will receive people who have created fantastic material for forgiving yourself for what has happened in the past. When it comes to when love is coming, You have a gap between where you are now and where you want to be. And you will bring that gap together by doing the work of forgiving the people in your past. You didn't do anything wrong. The time that you're waiting is important because you don't want to carry forward the energy from the hurts in the past. Okay, my friend? Okay, Nicole, let's see what's up for you. Rakesh, thank you for your super chat. Very excited to have you here as a member of the Love Club. Hey, you guys, you might want to jump into the membership. I have a special group. They're called Cocoon Dwellers, and the Cocoon Dwellers are people who are in transition between that single state and flying like a butterfly in true love. We have 4 live opportunities per month that are private and only for my love club. We have a new moon ritual, a full moon ritual, a manifesting workshop, and a live Q&A. All of this, my gifts to you for supporting me at $9.99 a month. So please do consider. I would love to have you as part of my team. Okay, Nicole, let's see here. What is it that the universe has for you when it comes to love and when it might come in again? So I imagine, Nicole, that part of what you've been hearing me talk about is resonant, right? Because there's so many incidents with a long-term relationship. Being with somebody 29 years is a very long time, and there has been a lot of scar tissue. Like you can burn your hand and it will heal, but you may have a scar. And it's like our spirit, our soul, the soul of us that wanted to be loved so deeply has scar tissue. And scar tissue can be very inflexible, it doesn't feel. I have a scar on my wrist from a cut that I had as a little kid. And still, when I touch the scar, it doesn't have feeling. It's numb. And it also leaves a mark on the skin. So I'm just sensing, not to be overly graphic, Nicole, but I feel like there's scar tissue around your heart that is keeping true love from you, okay? And that there's a part of you who actually feels safer outside of a relationship. Does that resonate for you, Nicole? Be sure to take that quiz, the love attraction quiz, because I think it will give you some deep insight into what's going on. So this is what I'm seeing with this past life. Sometimes the card will be read as that you're going to be meeting somebody that you have known in a different lifetime. But not every religion supports past lives, and I have full respect for that. But in this card for you, Nicole, this soulmate is that past relationship. Your past life with your ex is holding your energy in place, like frozen in time. So let's draw a couple of the romance angels here for clarity. And we have, oh, hello. Were there addictions going on in that last relationship? Codependency it's poison. It truly is poison. I have struggled with codependency because I was raised by an alcoholic father and a mom who was very ill-equipped to teach us kids how to love. And so I'm 71 right now, and I still have behaviors that are not serving me, that come out of the world of codependence. So this is an important clue for you, my friend. And let's draw another card. This card is pulling my attention, and we have attraction. Okay, so Nicole, what is going on here? So what I feel, the reason that you're 2 years waiting for love again is because there is a bit of a tug of war. Can you see those okay? Okay, that these 2 cards, I really love how my sunlight is coming into the frame right now and lighting up this card of codependency. There's a book by Melody Beatty. It's called Codependent No More. And it's a very old book, but it's so common sense. Another shortcut is to use the YouTube search and search for signs of codependency and watch that information. You may already be familiar with the whole habit pattern and thoughts about codependency. It's insidious. It's a sneaky energy that can create in people joy. Now, how is that possible? Because when you put other people's needs first, when you are trapped in taking care of an immature person because they can't stand up on their own 2 feet, so they're always leaning on you, it feels good. It feels good. You're helping someone. And I sense, Nicole, in your energy, the desire to help. I can feel that. I think you and I have a kindred spirit that way. However, there's a part of you that wants something else. You don't want to be caring for somebody who's not caring for themselves. And it may have taken you this 2 years to just become clear on what it is that you do want. What is it that will bring you the peace, the connection, and what's the word I'm looking for? Devotion, that somebody would be devoted to you equally to you being devoted to them. It does seem to me that you're still in healing mode, that there's parts of your heart that refuse to be seen, that are hiding out because the risk of falling for the wrong person is very strong in your vibration right now. Be sure to take that love attraction profile, Nicole, and get a clue. Read the report that comes. See if you can resonate with it. The reason those words touch you is because there's a part of you that wants to be free. You deserve to have romantic love that fills your heart. And right now, this tug of war between the old way that controlled you and the way of your future is really exciting. It really is. Even though you may be frustrated because you're tired of waiting, the truth is you just have some work to do to release yourself from the disappointments of the past. This attraction, look at how she's dressed in green and the whole background is green. That's the heart chakra. So, Nicole, there's a part of you that is wanting it so badly that it will guide you. Your heart will guide you, just like you get guided here to these readings. If you resonate with my voice and you take the love attraction profile, there's a spot on the profile. Just reach out to me. I always speak to people at no charge to interpret that report. I want to help you, and I see by this tug of war that's going on, it's kind of torturous for you. So be patient. Understand that it takes time to recover from a 29-year relationship, and you don't want to rush into anything. It can be harmful. Rebound people can often remind you a lot of this original person. Do a little researching about codependency. Be sure to reach out with an email, Nicole, if you want to connect. I would love to speak to you, and take that love attraction quiz because I think it'll give you some wisdom. All right? So true that we have to rid ourselves of these past life connections sometimes before we're open for love. Okay, so let's move forward. And you are sure welcome, Rakesh, Serenity. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Sandra, welcome. Welcome, Rhoda. I'm so glad that you agreed. I feel like the tapping is helpful, and I can't wait to tap with you again. Sandra, if you come to Nashville, I live fairly close to Nashville, Sandra. You and me would have to get together for coffee. Well, actually, it is a little bit far away, a couple hours. Hi, Ty from Brazil. Yes, Brazil is where you'd like to visit. Wonderful. You are you are welcome, Netty. And Nicole, thank you so much for being here. Oh, Lady Death, I love that somebody has come across your path already. And Rakesh, let me just see. Yeah, Rakesh, Jammu, India. Okay, excellent. Okay, so let's see here. Let me go back and see where I am. Oh gosh, my phone still has energy. Thank you, phone. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll have Sandra from Nashville, and then Rakesh, you will be next, okay? And I'm doing the very best I can, you guys. I'm trying so hard to get to everybody that would like a reading today. I may not be able to get to you, but I do come on live many times during the week, and I just love meeting you all here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. It just is like you're reaching out with a little hug, and I appreciate that. So Sandra, Nashville is where you would like to visit. Let's see, when it comes to love. And I know, Sandra, that you have been wanting to find your soulmate, haven't you? So let's take a look. Okay, awesome. Law of attraction. So, Sandra, you have been watching my channel for a while, haven't you? Gosh, you've been watching my channel for a long time. So, I am so grateful that as you've listened to a lot of our readings, that you are getting more and more curious about the law of attraction. It does, what is it? Birds of a feather flock together. When you are tuned in, and your goal is to become a great soulmate. Okay, if you guys were listening, I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot. I know some of you are just dropping in for a second, and I appreciate that. But there's no accidents. If you're someone who really wants a soulmate and you want to know when is that love coming, a good thing you can do while you're waiting, because there is a gap from where you are now to finding that soulmate, is to create in your mind what kind of soulmate would you be, right? What makes you a perfect partner? And as you look at that, you write down on a piece of paper, why would I be a great match to my soulmate? And write it down. And if you can only think of 3 reasons, then you might want to investigate that. You are wonderful, Sandra. You are faithful. You love children. You have a heart of gold. Okay, so if you just write those things down and start focusing on what it is in you that you want to be as a soulmate. You may, this is coming to me, it may not be right, but perhaps you could work on cooking, for example, that maybe you don't really care for. I have a friend right now, this girl, I love this girl, Janice, and she used to say, well, I don't know how to cook, I don't cook. You know, she was eating a lot of fast food and going out to eat a lot. And I said, can you read? And she said, well, yes. I said, good, get a recipe. You know, a lot of people think that cooking is just so easy, you just cook. No, that's not how it works. The reality is that most cooks follow a recipe. And if you measure each ingredient, you will definitely have a better tasting meal. So would you want to have a beautiful house where everything is in order? Well, then you can start to practice keeping your house more orderly. See what I mean? You can act as if you already have your soulmate, and that grows your confidence. When that happens, you radiate a magnetism that causes your soulmate to find you. So, Sandra, a couple things. Number one, definitely have in your mind, how can I act right now like I have a soulmate? And ask yourself that. Secondly, the book, The Soulmate Secret, is a fantastic resource for creating a path to finding true love. I feel like you are in action, and I feel the when is getting closer for you. All right. So focus for the end of the year here on achieving that goal of being the perfect soulmate for your ideal partner. Also, Sandra, make sure that you take the quiz, the love attraction quiz, because I think it'll help you when you read that profile. Okay, and now I have Rakesh, and then I have Janice. You guys are so generous today. Man, I love all these super chats. And so Janice is coming up. Okay, and okay, I'm watching my time. Rakesh, when it comes to when you will meet your true love. And sometimes I say, what is your next true love? Because what happens is sometimes you can meet a true love and it's not supposed to last forever. Now, I know that can sound shocking. I don't want it to shock you, but the universe knows the people that you need to meet along the way. If you're lucky enough to meet the love of your life, the very first person that you date, awesome. However, when we get the very first people that we fall in love with, mark our lives deeply. And as those relationships ebb and flow, we become more ready for that happily ever after. It's quite a mystery. So, Rakesh, stay optimistic. Okay, so Rakesh, I know that you want your soulmate and you want your soulmate right now. Rakesh is a member of the Love Club, and you guys, if you have not joined yet, you need to consider at $9.99 a month. That's $9.99. We get 4 private live streams: a new moon ritual, a full moon ritual, a manifesting workshop, and a live Q&A. It's my way of gifting you so generously for your beautiful gift to support my work. So thank you for considering. Okay, let's move forward. Rakesh, what do the romance angels have for you? And first we have, it is safe for you to love. This is really exactly the energy I was feeling, Rakesh, because it went disappointment over waiting for love can cut you off from love. Isn't that ridiculous? But it's important to open your heart even when you're doubtful and to tell yourself, it is safe for me to love. So right away, it's totally connected to the stay optimistic card. And Rakesh, I would look in the mirror, and every day when you're preparing your beautiful face and combing your hair, I want you to look in the mirror and say to yourself, it is safe for me to love. Okay, would you do that, Rakesh? You are such a beautiful person, and there is someone out there who's trying to find you. Girl, stay optimistic. And your second card is, this could be the one. There's no question that the universe is listening to your heart, Rakesh. Your desire to be a partner to someone, your desire to attract someone that you can support, that you can love, that as they are in relationship with you, both of your lives are enhanced. There's no question that the universe has someone for you. How can I speak so confidently? It's because I don't believe that the divine puts a desire in a person's heart to mock them or to ridicule them. No, I believe that if you sincerely desire to be a wonderful companion for someone, that thought alone is powerful enough to draw someone into your life. The book The Soulmate Secret, which I don't know if that's in Hindi. Bina, Magnificent Success, will you contact me this week and let's investigate, because The Soulmate Secret is a fantastic book and it really does teach how to attract love. And I wonder if it's available in Hindi. But the idea of making the belief that you are safe, so that when you meet this one, and this says this could be the one, right? It doesn't say it is the one. But chances are that as you say to yourself every day, so November, we're just starting November, Rakesh. Every day in November, look into the mirror, say, it's safe for me to love. I am open to my divine counterpart. Write that phrase down, divine counterpart. A divine counterpart is more powerful than a soulmate, because if you are attracting the divine into your romance, it's going to be very juicy and successful for you, Rakesh. All right. It could be that there's someone in your life right now that is in the friend zone, someone that you think, well, yeah, I really love that person, but not as a lover. I enjoy this friendship, but I can't imagine being a spouse with that person. The universe is asking you to stay open minded because many times, I can't tell you how many times, people tell me a story about someone they've known a long time, and all of a sudden it shifts and that friendship becomes true love. Okay, it's safe for you to love, Rakesh. Stay optimistic. You again, you're a member of the club, my love club. So as I put videos up, watch my community section because I'm always putting articles and recordings and videos that I personally love or use myself, and let that help guide you. Okay, my friend? I believe that by the end of the year, we have these 2 months coming. I believe that you're going to feel some movement in attracting someone for lasting love, Rakesh. Okay, and then I have, excuse me, excuse me, my voice is leaving me. Okay, don't leave me, voice. Okay, Ty, I'm going to have Ty and then Janice. So Ty would love to visit Brazil. What a beautiful country. I think it would be lovely to visit there. When it comes to when is love, true love coming for you? Okay, so Ty, my dear friend, I believe you're new here on the channel. I don't recognize your name. Thank you for spending time with me. Ty, there is a gap between you and your true love, and the gap is controlled by a lack of forgiveness. Okay? Now you may feel like, no, I've already released my person. I understand that the exes in my past are gone, and intellectually, you know that to be true, that these people are not troubling you anymore. These people are no longer in your presence. But there is a deeper level of forgiveness that you need to consider, and that is to consider forgiving yourself. When we get involved with the wrong people, it's so easy to feel stupid, to feel like an idiot. Like, how could I have let myself be with that person? I know what, I could see it. I had warnings. There were yellow flags before I even started. My friends or my family never cared for the person, right? And so when it breaks up, then we just almost break our own hearts through self criticism. So it's important to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you think you might have made in the past with your relationships. Ty, my heart goes out to you. Take the love profile, the love attraction profile, and just give yourself a chance to evaluate. Are you being a little hard on yourself? Are you guarded when it comes to new love? You may want to check out on YouTube videos. Just look up a meditation for forgiving yourself. Okay, I think that would be really helpful for you. You are not alone. When it comes to shortening or bringing that gap together, where here you are single and here you are with someone, as you forgive and release yourself from what you feel were failures in the past, you bring that, you close that gap. Could it be that fresh new love could come into your life before the end of the year? I think it's all up to you, my friend. Are you willing to do this work to forgive and release yourself? If so, yes, certainly you can change your magnetism. Today I've been recommending the book The Soulmate Secret by Ariel Ford. It's a wonderful book that gives instructions on how to create a new mindset that support creating a soulmate relationship. So do check that out. Okay, my friend Ty? And now we have Janice. Welcome, Janice. I'm glad you're here. I have a couple of Janices in my world, not sure which one you are. So I will, let me see here. I wonder if I can peek ahead and see who my Janice is. Janice. Nicole, thank you so much. Rakesh, you guys are the best. I love my members. I love y'all for coming to visit me. And Janice, oh Janice, great. Janice, I thought it was you, and I wanted to make sure. I'm glad you're here today, Janice, because I thought of you actually when I started to put this together. So do take a peek at that love profile, the love attraction profile, because I think it will help. And then it gives you some instructions. So go ahead and follow through with that, okay? Janice, when will you find the next true love in your life? Ah, look at this. Okay, so let me draw my romance cards. These cards that come up where it says, have faith, the angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. This card is about your future relationship. There's nothing in your current energy that needs your attention. What your attention needs to go for, Janice, is what your true desires are. The time when we're between relationships, when we're between connections, that's a time of great potential, because you don't want to attract something that is reminiscent of past failed relationships. When you're in a time of being by yourself, it's a time when you can richly invest in taking the time to figure out, what do you really want? And having faith that the angels are working. Remember when you came to the very first reading that you heard and you were like, how did I find Catherine? It was like, what? Totally out of the blue. So that same idea that the universe is guiding you step by step to your next love. So let's see what we have here. Flirt. Okay, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Notice that this does not say extend your light-hearted energy to one person. All right, okay, there's a clue there for you, Janice. And let's see what your other one is here. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so at this point, when you are manifesting for your future person, the person that the angels, the guides, your inner being has already prepared someone for you. I love when Abraham Hicks says that lady is looking for her soulmate and asks, is worried and says, well, I'm doing affirmations and I'm sure I know what I want and I'm tired of waiting. And Abraham says, your soulmate is in the vortex. Where are you? And the vortex is that place of well-being where you feel calm, relaxed, and confident. You're not trying to make the soulmate happen, or you're not trying to force it into being. You are trusting that the divine is working it out for you. This idea here of the flirt, the energy of flirting is something that you can practice in the world without it being a romantic gesture. What do I mean by that? Flirting at its most innocent, what do I want to say, version is simply warm connection, warm friendship. It's looking into people's eyes. It's caring about the people that you meet and being curious about them. Curiosity is the best flirt ever. And being able to meet someone, not with an agenda, but just with genuine curiosity to connect. So Janice, as you practice connecting to the people that are in your life right now, opening your heart to friendships and connections that don't have anything to do with true love. This is one of the secret tips to finding the love that you're looking for. As you are creating this new relationship, and I do recommend The Soulmate Secret, Ariel Ford. I worked with Ariel Ford for a while. I did some marketing for her. She's the real deal. She attracted a soulmate that's lasted decades, and her book gives you a step-by-step method to let it happen. And chemistry is going to be a big part of it. That when you do connect with the person, your heart wants to connect and trust that chemistry. Okay? This is why it's important to put your spiritual desires and your energy to work ahead of time, because chemistry is a part of what shows you the person is real for you, but you still have the work to do to get to know them deeply and to trust that they are a partner worth your time. Many of the messages that you've heard today about forgiving yourself and forgiving the people in your past that have hurt you are going to support you in this. But this idea that the person that you want is going to share values with you, that they understand how to be in peace, that they have an access to being calm on command. These are things that show they're a good fit for you. You no longer have to have someone who lives outside of the vortex, the way Abraham calls it, but live outside a mind that knows how to be calm. All right. Practice your flirting with the world. Flirt with children. Flirt with old people. If when you flirt with people that you have no desire to be in connection with, it is just so heartwarming. Remember to be curious. Ask questions. Get to know all of the humans in your life. You'll be more prepared for when you get hit by that chemistry and you want to invest in the person. Okay, when could this happen for you? I do feel that 2025, like the early part of 2025, is going to be a time of opportunity for you. And I feel like this last couple months of this year are a good time to close the gap between you and self-criticism and you and self-blaming, and to be able to really understand who you are as a soulmate for your future person. Okay? Thank you so much, Janice. I appreciate it. You guys, oh my goodness, it's 96 minutes. I need to close. I have to get ready for my next appointment. Thank you so much for being here. If I didn't get to you today to do your reading, I apologize and try to do the best I can. And I will be back again and we will do this sort of reading again. But trust me, it is well worth the efforts that you take to find out what it is that you really truly want when it comes to love. As I close, make sure that you look up that love attraction profile, fill it out, read the report. I know it will guide you. Okay, go forth and prosper, my dear friends. Thank you for your time, your intention, your love, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye now.